Scientists are telling us that the Apophis asteroid is speeding up due to sunlight, the effect of sunlight changing the trajectory because it causes it to spin on its axis. Odds of a 2068 impact being recalculated, they said. Space.com Elizabeth Howell says, astronomers say they'll have to keep an eye on the near-Earth asteroid Apophis to see how much of a danger the space rock poses to our planet during a close pass that will take place 2068. But don't panic, they said. The chances of an impact still seems very low. Under certain circumstances, the sun can heat an asteroid unevenly, causing the space rock to radiate away heat energy asymmetrically, and the result can be a tiny push in a certain direction. This is called the Yarkovsky acceleration effect, which can change the path of an asteroid through space. Since astronomers had not measured this solar push on Apophis before, they did not take that into account, considering when calculating the threat the asteroid poses to us in 2068. Those previous calculations showed a tiny impact probability of around 1 in 150,000. Now a new study shows the asteroid is drifting away from its previously predicted orbit by about 557 feet every year due to the Yarkovsky effect. Lead author at the University of Hawaii, Manoa, astronomer David Tholen said during a press conference. He said basically the heat that an asteroid radiates gives it a very tiny push. This is what he explained during the virtual meeting of the American Astronomical Society Division for Planetary Sciences. He says you can find the process on YouTube, and it begins in the link here at the 22-minute mark. Now he says the warmer hemisphere of the asteroid would be pushed slightly more than the cooler hemisphere, and that causes the asteroid to drift away from what a purely gravitational orbit would predict. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Now, showing the orbit for the 1,120-foot asteroid, the Apophis asteroid, or 340 meters, which is pretty big. He indicated that astronomers thought they had enough observations of the asteroid collected over the years after its discovery in 2004 to more or less rule out an impact in the year 2068. Those calculations, however, were based on an orbit not affected by the sun's energy, giving the Yarkovsky effect. Ultimately, this means that we cannot yet rule out Apophis being a threat in 2068, Tholen said. He says, in the year 2068 impact scenario is still in play. We need to track this asteroid very carefully. Fortunately, the asteroid will make a close yet still safe approach to our planet in the year 2029, in about 7 years, allowing ground-based telescopes, including Arecibo, a radar dish, to get a more detailed look. I don't know what's happening with Arecibo. It had some problems a couple of months back. I don't know if it's working now or not. Now, Apophis will be so close, it will be visible with the naked eye, a third magnitude, about as bright as the binary star Cor Caroli. Of all dates, Friday the 13th in April 13th, Friday 2029, is when the flyby will occur, Tholen said. Obviously, the 2029 close approach is critical. We'll know after that occurs exactly where Apophis was as it passed the Earth, and that will make it much easier for us to predict future impact scenarios. Tholen's team made the discovery after 4 nights of observations in January and March with the Subaru telescope, a Japanese optical infrared telescope, on the summit of Mauna Kea, Hawaii. The researchers collected 18 exposures of the asteroid at a very high precision, with an error of about 10 milliarc seconds in each observation. A milliarc second is a thousandth of an arc second, an angular measurement that helps scientists measure cosmic distances. Tholen said, "We really nailed the position of this asteroid extremely well. That was enough to give us a strong direction of the Yarkovsky effect, which is something we've been expecting to see now for a while." And Tholen noted that Apophis has been troublesome for astronomers with numerous impact scenarios, predicting and then largely ruling out since it was first found in 2004. For example, initially scientists calculated a 3% chance of Apophis slamming into our planet in the year 2029. A prediction, Tholen said, was quickly ruled out after more observations showed the true path of the little world. If there's any threat of impact, astronomers will know long before the year 2068 how to approach the problem. Engineers around the world are developing ideas about how to deflect dangerous asteroids or celestial objects that are bound for our planet, concepts that range from gravitational tugs to kinetic impactors that would knock an incoming rock off its course. A joint European NASA mission will also test the observe asteroid deflection at a space rock called Didymus, the twin asteroids. And the spacecraft it went up a couple of months ago. NASA's Double Asteroid Redirect Test, DART for short. The spacecraft will slam into the Didymoon, and the European Space Agency will then launch the Hera mission in 2023 or 24 to reach Didymus 2 years later to see how well the kinetic impact did in moving the moonlet from its previous position. NASA has a dedicated Planetary Defense Coordination Office that collects asteroid observations from a network of partner telescopes and which runs through scenarios with other U.S. agencies for asteroid deflection, or in this worst case, evacuation threatened populations from an incoming space rock. So far, decades of observations have found no imminent asteroid or comet threats to our planet. This is on Embedded Reality. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.